Now we've got lots. We've got lots coming up on today's show, but we're going to start with Chelsea. They travel to Aston Villa tonight in the FA Cup fourth round replay, and it's live on talkSPORT from 8 p.m. Now, former Premier League defender Jose Font, who played under Blues gaffer Mauricio Pochettino at Southampton, joined the breakfast show this morning. He said Pochettino has what it takes to turn things around despite their poor run of form.
What I know from working with the man myself is that he's a very good coach. He's a coach that demands a lot from you, attention to detail. We used to practice a lot the pressing high, the high pressing, the playing out from the back. And at the moment, I don't think he has been able to instill that into his team. I think we still see a very confusing Chelsea. But I believe that he has the qualities. I believe that he has the capabilities of succeeding. No doubts about it.
It's a massive game of football, obviously for both sides. But I just feel everyone I've spoken to about it, no one can see anything but an Aston Villa win.
I can't.
And how big is this game for Pochettino and Chelsea? Because their game at the weekend, they got tonked at home. They're now in the bottom half of the Premier League. They've lost more games than they've won this season. I mean, it can't really get much worse for them, can it?
It can't. But I don't think this game here will be not like Pochettino. Like that's it. If he loses out, because I think he's got a bigger game in the cup final. I think whatever happens after that cup final, I think that might. I know it's Liverpool, but that might just go. Do you know what? Enough's enough. That might get him, push him over the edge. But this game against Aston Villa, I'm with you. I can't see any other way that Chelsea turn up to Villa Park and get a result. We've just seen Villa go away to Sheffield United and we smashed them 5-0. I know they got beat by Newcastle the game before that 3-1, but at the minute, I just don't know what I'm seeing when I watch Chelsea. What they're trying to be. Too many of their players underperform. It almost looks like too many of their players. And as Jose Font said there, Pochettino is renowned as a good coach. You look at someone like Mudryk. I've not seen one bit of improvement whatsoever. Every time he gets the ball, he's either going to run it out of play or give it away. There's no end product there. He hasn't got better. You start looking around that squad and you start thinking, who at the minute, if they walked out tomorrow, would walk out with a bit of credit? And the only three that probably spring to mind are Thiago Silva,
Cole Palmer
and Conor Gallagher. They're probably the only three I'd go, do you know what? They're the only three. Other than that, that's it.
How many of that Chelsea side gets in this current Aston Villa side? I'm not going to go through the 1 to 11.
No, but if we're talking fully fit, if every player's fully fit, the only one off the top of my head, if everyone's fully fit, I can think of is Reece James for Matt Cash. That's the only one. Other than that, you definitely want goalkeepers. That's a fact. You definitely have all of Villa's front three: Bailey, Diaby, Watkins. I like Aston Villa's midfield of Kamara, McGinn, and Douglas Luiz. I don't think any Chelsea player getting that either. Cole Palmer's the one you go, let's try and fit him in somewhere.
Find a place for him, yeah.
But other than that, for me, it's all Villa.
You mentioned it's funny how fixtures throw up potential games where managers could lose their job. So their next run of games after the one tonight, they're away at Palace.
Yeah.
Right now, there's no way they can lose that. Palace are appalling at the moment.
Appalling,
right?
yeah, but they have got a couple of special players that on any given day can do something.
And they're at home, Crystal Palace, but still, right?
Yeah.
You can't lose that. After that, they've got Manchester City away.
Whew.
Then they've got, of course, Liverpool in the cup final.
Yeah.
Then they've got games like Brentford away, Newcastle at home, and then they're playing your mob.
Arsenal. Get beat there.
Pardon?
They're definitely getting beat there.
But I mean, every one of those games, you sort of think, I wouldn't like to be a Chelsea fan right now.
Do you know what? I said it, I think it was on Monday. Chelsea have turned into that Arsenal of a couple of years ago. There was a patch.
I don't think they're...
No.
They're worse, mate.
Yeah, they are probably worse. But there was a patch a couple of years back where on any given day, Andy, Arsenal could get beat by any team in the league.
I remember.
Right? That's Chelsea right now. Chelsea could rock up at Sheffield United and get turned over, and everyone would go, I can see that happening. Yeah. And that's where Chelsea are right now.
I'll tell you what it does do as well. For me, it underlines just how important a good and a bad owner can be for a club. Okay?
Yeah.
Because, I understand why Abramovich had to leave the club. I understand all that.
But he did do great things for that football club.
Unbelievable thing. It was brilliantly run, right? Yeah. Everyone knew what they were doing. Everyone was fantastic at their job.
Manager knew exactly what was expected.
Yeah. They would sack a manager. As soon as they got a new manager in, we as football fans were like, well, he's going to win everything.
Yeah.
All right? They didn't always win everything.
But they won something.
But they won stuff. Because they always kept progressing and kept moving on. Players were coming in and they looked fantastic players. It looks like there's no communication between the manager. There's no communication between the board. There's no communication between whoever is responsible for bringing these players in and speaking to the manager. It's just, at the moment, the club is in such disarray. I will go so far as to say, I think that Chelsea are as far away as winning the Premier League as they have been for at least the last quarter of a century.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I'd probably agree with that. But because the club's chaos And I heard someone else say, I can't even remember who it was, but when you've got a club that's in chaos like Chelsea, you almost need a chaotic manager. Now, Pochettino wants to do everything correctly, coach the players, do it the right way. He might not get given that time. Now, this is going to sound strange, but if they were looking to make a change now, the obvious one for me would sound like Jose. Because it's like chaotic going in there. But then if you say, right, start of next season, give him Jose the job, I'm a little bit like, is that the right thing to do?
I
Probably
don't
not.
think Chelsea fans want Jose back.
I think 100%.
Really?
I think it'd be split. I think some would want Jose back and some would want Conte back.
Hi, Russell. Good afternoon.
Hello, boys. You all right?
I'm great.
Good,
Very
man.
well. How nervous are you about tonight's game?
I'm not nervous, mate. We'll get beat. It's very simple. He's got no game plan. No game plan whatsoever. He's taken us backwards. We have gone backwards under him. I'm sorry. I never wanted him anyway because of his Tottenham connections, and he's taken us backwards. I don't care what anyone says. I'd have Mourinho in this second with JT backing him up. Yeah, with JT backing him up to the end of the season. And Bent is at the nail on the head. Make it difficult to beat. We are rubbish. I've never known. I've been going for 45 years. We are hopeless. It's embarrassing.
Russell, when you look at the team now and you look at what Graham Potter did when he was there, have you seen any kind of improvement since you sacked Graham Potter?
No, none at all. He's taken players backwards. I mean, Gallagher. Everyone raves about Gallagher. Benty, get yourself fit, mate. Run around for 90 minutes. He's got no end product, the kid. Now, a year and a half ago, he looked like he could play. Now he runs around like an eggless chicken, and we love him because he does that. But show me his end product. How many assists? How many goals?
Russ, let me ask you this. On my screen, it says like a brief synopsis of what you're going to say, what the callers are going to say. It says here that you've apparently said, I hope we get beat tonight so Poch can leave. Is that right?
100%. We're not going to win the FA Cup, are we?
Well, not if you get beat.
It would surprise me.
Well, we're not going to win the FA Cup. Listen, if we go, we've got a chance of beating Liverpool in the League Cup final. With him in charge, we've got absolutely zero chance of winning that League Cup final. I'm telling you now. If he goes, we get a little new manager bounce. Someone comes in, makes it difficult to beat. It's a different story. He has not got a clue.
Thanks for your chorus. I just can't see someone like Jose taking a job till the end of the season.
I don't know. It's Jose and it's that club. Do you know? I wonder if they think back now, and surely there's got to be part of them that go, "What the hell were we doing getting rid of Thomas Tuchel?"
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
I was just sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, whoever made that decision to get rid of him must be thinking, what have we done here?
What have they done here? Let's speak to Jamie. I know what he's done. He's called us. Hi, Jamie.
Hello there.
How are you, sir?
I'm very nervous for tonight. I'm going to the game.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard the last call. He said he wants you to lose so the manager will go. Is that how you feel?
No, the way it happens is it's not just down to the management. It's down to now where the owners have come in. They've brought in their own sporting directors that they wanted into the club. They've handpicked Pochettino. They've handpicked some of the players that I do not believe that Pochettino would have wanted in the summer. And now they're trying to synchronise it in with the squad, and it's not working out.
Do you know what, Jamie? When I look at your transfer policy, I feel like you've just signed a whole bunch of just all right players. Like, you've not signed any real quality where you go, yeah, I can see. Like 100 million for Enzo Fernandez. I know he's won the World Cup, but he hasn't been great. Caicedo looks a completely different player to the one that was at Brighton.
Yeah, it's two different things. I'd never heard of Enzo Fernandez before he won the World Cup. I looked at Caicedo going, he was good at Brighton. Is he a guy that can come into Chelsea, that could do the role of Kante did when he was good, Makelele when he was good.
Yeah.
And he's not living up to that potential. I look at players like Disasi. Silva's going to go in the summer, it looks like it. Carwell playing left-back. He's not a left-back, he plays as centre-back.
100%.
So there is a lot of players there that don't play in their natural position, and it's turning toxic.
What will the score be tonight, Jay?
I said to my friends that I really don't want it to happen. I said we'll get absolutely demolished if we play with a 4 at the back.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing, he's saying he's going to change it to a 3 at the back, which I've seen.
Where are you hearing that? Where are you hearing that, Jamie?
Everywhere, all over social, saying he's going to try a 3 at the back, which I'd want him to try a 3 at the back. Something has to change with Poch because of FFP. You can't get rid of him.
And you're getting that sort of from social media. He's playing 3 at the back, are you?
Yeah.
talkSPORT breaking news.
I mean, that's how we find out stuff, right?
Exactly, yeah. That's where Cookie gets his
All over
information from. That. Trust me.
Copy and paste Cookie.
Yeah, there you go.
If you were a footballer, if you were Darren Bent now, right, but the old Darren Bent now, and you were playing, and you were 28, and Aston Villa and Chelsea both knocked on your door, where are you going?
Aston Villa right now.
Are you?
Like better manager, better foundation.
Nothing to do with the fact that you've played there before.
There might be an element to that, but I just think you look at the two clubs. I know Chelsea's hard to turn down, but
Brighton and Chelsea.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. Do you know what it is? I think you're going to go Chelsea because Chelsea are a bigger club. I know Chelsea are a bigger club than Villa, but Villa are a huge football club.
Where are you going?
Out of Villa and Chelsea?
Yeah.
Chelsea.
No,
Villa.
out of Brighton.
Where am I at?
Yeah, you're free agent. Just left Ipswich.
Oh, I'll stay.
Because you know they're not going to be in the Premier League next season.
I'd probably go
They've bottled it in the Championship.
I'll probably go to Charlton.
Yeah. Joe's been very quiet about Ipswich, hasn't he? Producer Joe. We paid out on Ipswich, didn't we?
No, we
didn't.
They were
going up. We paid out on them on this show. Now they're
Leeds and Southampton have put their foot to the floor.
Yeah, Southampton. Wow.
Hey, listen, that's going to
No.
happen.
Yeah, it won't. Your bubble's already.
No, it ain't.
Oh yeah, you won't go up now.
We will.
No. You'll probably just about make the playoffs at best.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.